Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys what I got from Nutritienda. So Nutritienda is this Spanish website that do deliveries to Spain and Portugal. Even back when I lived in the UK, whenever I came to Portugal for holidays and stuff, I just always make sure to order from them because it's a website that I've just been using for years. They actually don't just have food, they have food and skincare and like perfumes, makeup. I think it's really awesome that they do free deliveries to Spain or Portugal if you order like 20 euros or more, which in my opinion is pretty damn easy. Another thing I really like about the website is that their delivery service is really fast. They always deliver stuff within 2 working days, which I think is really great. So overall, as someone who is vegetarian and considering that Portugal at least is still in a state of emergency, we haven't really been going out to like bigger supermarkets because they're a bit further away, and the ones that we have really close to us are really small and don't really have a lot of vegetarian food apart from fresh fruits and vegetables, which does get pretty old sometimes. So I've made what is probably the biggest order I've ever made from this website, and it arrived today. I ordered a bunch of stuff that I know that I really like, and I ordered some new cool stuff that I'm really excited to try, so I thought it might be fun to do it on camera. And also want to say that I know one of the reasons why I'm really excited about this is because this is low-key the most exciting thing that's happened to me this month, and it is literally the 30th of April. I just can't wait to dig in. Yeah, I can't really pick up the box to show you guys just how big it is, but it's a pretty decently big box. I think I'm just gonna start with the bigger stuff. So one of the things that I got was just a big tub of protein powder. I personally really like this one in comparison to whey is just a lot sort of smoother, I guess. The flavor is white chocolate cantaloupe, which is in my opinion amazing. Another thing that I got was this really big box of what is basically protein Oreos. I absolutely love these. I think they taste just as good, if not better, than regular Oreos, and this brand does regular like protein Oreos, and they also do white chocolate covered and dark chocolate covered, so I always end up getting the white chocolate covered ones. These are so good. It comes in a package like this, and it's literally just 4 Oreos. They're so good. This is basically what they look like on the inside. It's got plenty of filling, and the white chocolate is really good, even though it's sugar-free. Another thing that I've tried and eaten many times, and they actually also sell these in regular big supermarkets in Portugal, are these this-century popcorn cakes, I guess. They're basically like rice cakes, but obviously made of corn instead of rice, and these taste like super buttery popcorn. They're just so good. Rice cakes covered in flavored white chocolate. So this one is orange flavored and this one is strawberry. I've had both of these. They're really good. And if you haven't tried them and you can get them, I would recommend, if you like rice cakes, or even if you somewhat like them but you think they're a little bit too plain, because I definitely don't like rice cakes on their own, but I absolutely love them. I think for the most part in terms of food, the rest of the stuff that I got I haven't tried yet. So one of them is this package of protein Crunchies. I think these are like little balls of pea protein with added vitamins and covered in milk chocolate. They're supposedly chocolate and hazelnut flavor, and I am hoping they taste at least a little bit like hazelnut, because I always find it really disappointing when you get something that's supposed to taste like chocolate hazelnut and it's just chocolate. I guess you could compare these with like mini Maltesers maybe. I'm fine with the middle, it's just that I think this just tastes like chocolate. It doesn't taste like hazelnut at all. Also, the chocolate isn't really milk chocolate, it's kind of a slightly more bitter milk chocolate, I guess. Like, it's definitely not dark chocolate, but it's not quite milky and sweet enough to be regular milk chocolate, so somewhere in between. So I'm kind of lukewarm about this one. I also got these muffins that are also a new product on the website. I got the chocolate, original, and cranberry flavor. So apparently each package has 2 muffins. It smells really, really chocolatey, and it actually has chocolate chips on top. As someone who's not really a crazy chocoholic, the flavor is actually pretty good, but the texture is just really, really spongy and a little bit dry. I feel like this could be really, really good dunked into tea or coffee or something like that. Yeah, this smells way better to me than the chocolate one. This one's way better, in my opinion. It's still a little bit spongy, but it's a lot more moist than the chocolate ones. I just think the flavor overall is quite a lot better, so I would recommend these over the chocolate ones. Oh. Well, this one was the easiest. Ah! I feel so cheated! The first 2, as you guys saw, had 2 muffins inside. This one has 1. This was literally, the rest of it was all air. I feel so cheated. Well, that's a first. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it's just half of what it should be. No, not as good as the cranberry. Again, the flavor isn't bad, but the texture of this is, out of the 3, the densest. It's also a little bit dry still, but it's more the texture of it just being really dense. It feels like it didn't rise enough in the oven. I feel betrayed. Like, I feel like I'm gonna leave I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed review. So now we're going to go into what is probably my craziest purchase. I just, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2, and the last 2. I might have gone a little crazy with these, and I've actually never tried them before, so hopefully I like them. As you guys can tell, these are all packages of just different, like, cookies, sort of wafer type cookies, and also some like actual cookies. Again, these are a completely new product. They just looked really good and they sounded really good to me, and I just wanted to try all the flavors, but I was like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love them, so why should I get a box of each flavor? I might as well get 2, right? And I definitely didn't think the boxes were like this size. I thought they were the kind of box that's just a serving. These are quite a lot bigger than I expected them to be. Let's start with the one at the top, which is Muchachito Whey. I'm sorry if I'm totally butchering that word, but very low sugar, 25 grams of protein. I think they all have around 25 grams of protein, which again, I think is pretty damn good for just a bunch of cookies. These are just plain chocolate wafers. They actually are like pretty thick wafers. I was expecting more like Kit Kat's height, and this is like twice as thick as a regular Kit Kat. Maybe around as thick as a chunky Kit Kat, but wider as well, so it's just pretty big. Oh yeah, I think I made a good call in getting so many. This is like the perfect wafer. It's about 2/3 wafer, 1/3 cream, which is absolutely fine by me, especially considering that it's, you know, completely covered in chocolate. I will say the chocolate is, on the outside, is a little bit, again, on the, like, bitter side of milk chocolate, but it's still definitely, like, really, really good. And now I just realized that I haven't been giving ratings to anything, but I do think I'm at least going to rate these just in case anyone wants to get them, and they don't do like I do and get all the flavors. I think this one is a solid 8 out of 10. The texture of the wafer is spot on, and I've tried a fair amount of sugar-free, high-protein, like wafer type cookies, and the wafer part is always what's really disappointing because usually the chocolate and the cream on the inside of the cookie is actually really good, but the wafer on this is like spot on. So next I'm going to try these Piru Whey, and these are the kind of wafers you would eat with like ice cream. They are, again, chocolate hazelnut flavor, and I know I've said this before, but damn, I'm impressed at the amount of cookies in these boxes. It smells like chocolate. Again, that texture. Wow. This brand knows how to make damn good cookies. Definitely a lot stronger on the chocolate flavor rather than the hazelnut. Still, these are really, really good. The texture, again, is perfect. 9 out of 10 easily. Now we have another Pita Way cookie. This one is banana flavor, I think. They smell really strongly of like artificial banana. Yeah, they taste a lot like the artificial banana flavor that you get in like yogurts. But still, the texture is like spot on. The flavor, even though quite artificial, is still really good in my opinion. I would give these an 8, like the first cookie that I had, just because I think they went a little bit too heavy on the artificial banana flavor. Now, the ones that I think I'm most excited to try, these are their Nano Way White Cream. I think these are supposed to taste like Oreos, and that just sounds really good to me, so I'm really, really excited. They look exactly what you would imagine them to look like. They're really dark, and the filling is very white. That's interesting. I thought the cookie would have a stronger flavor. Like Oreo cookies, you have a lot of the flavor from the cookie and then just sort of bland, sugary sweetness from the middle without it having a lot of flavor. But this is the other way around. I feel like the cookie tastes almost like nothing. So you just get the flavor of the inside, which is just very mild and sweet. They're still really, really good. I just think in comparison to all the other ones, these are probably the most plain tasting ones, so I think that these would go really, really well with literally any kind of ice cream because they just kind of add that texture and a little bit of sweetness, but not really much of a flavor. I'm just gonna put it at 8.5 because I still really like them and I do prefer them a little bit over the banana ones. I was pretty hungry when I started filming this. I'm not anymore, but I'm almost done. The last package of cookies that I have is Yayu Way. And it just looks like a pretty healthy, chunky cookie with chocolate chips. I think these definitely need milk for me. Out of the whole bunch, I think these are the most underwhelming ones. They are very chunky, which I don't necessarily mind, but they are definitely too crunchy for me. But again, that could easily be solved by just dunking them in milk or tea or coffee when you have them. But also, they're not really sweet. I would barely even consider these a cookie. These are more like really chunky crackers with chocolate chips. Literally the only sweetness I can taste from them is from the chocolate. So out of the whole bunch, these are the only ones that I honestly would not recommend. I think I would just give these a 5. They're edible, I suppose, but they're just really not particularly good or bad. Another thing that I got was this protein spread, and it's very, very, very pink. I've never tried it before, so I'm kind of hoping it tastes a little bit like strawberry or berries. I'm gonna go in with this cookie since, like I said, it is the most plain tasting out of all of them. Okay, so first off, it's very liquidy. Oh, okay. I just checked the ingredients list and it doesn't really have any berry powder or strawberry powder, raspberry or anything like that. The flavor is basically powdered milk and hazelnut. Not really a very strong flavor and you can barely taste the hazelnuts. An overall sweet spread that doesn't have much of a flavor, which is a little bit disappointing because I have tried several spreads from that brand and there's actually one that's my favorite, which is an Oreo flavored spread, and that one is like spot on. And then the last food items that I got are actually miniature packages of rice because they technically do sell 500-gram bags, but they were all sold out. And that does it for the food. So now into sort of body and skincare stuff. I got this bottle of vanilla scented body gel. I also got a pretty big bottle of shampoo because I'm a little bit picky when it comes to what products I use in my hair, and I really like this brand. I also got rose water as like a spray because this is just a very nostalgic smell for me because my mom is Moroccan and basically half of my family is Moroccan, and whenever I was there, especially when I was younger, this is one of those smells that I just really associated with Morocco. And I'm almost done. I got a L'Oreal Paris Moisturizer Cream nose strips because I haven't used one of these in what feels like forever. I just recently realized that Nutritienda sold these, so I just got a package. I also got the Lugona Active Breakout Stop Biomint and Salicylic Acid from Willow Bark. This is basically for blemished skin. I've never tried it, but it smells pretty minty. And then the last thing that I got is actually for my husband, those like anti-snoring strip things, because he snores quite a lot some nights, and sometimes it's literally so loud that it wakes me up. So that's everything that I got from Nutritienda this time. Overall, I really like the website, and if you're interested in trying it out, I really strongly recommend it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have tried, or if you do end up trying any of these products, let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.